Inside this school, something extraordinary is happening.
Lovely, lovely. You're waiting.
Over 20 deaf students are creating an opera from scratch.
It's a mistake to think that deaf people can't enjoy or appreciate or want to be involved in music.
All have a hearing impairment which affects their speech,
Okay, here she goes, Rach.
and some are profoundly deaf.
Good
morning, I am well.
Most have never seen an opera.
Good morning.
But what they come up with must be good enough for an audience at the Winter Gardens at Margate.
What a great morning, I am well.
It won't be easy.
There are so many students. It's quite confusing all at first. Everybody's in their own areas and where we're all supposed to be, where the chairs are, everything, all the equipment on stage. It's quite difficult to know where everything should be.
Some will become natural leaders.
Well, the director took it a bit hard.
Well, directing is a bit hard. I have to keep encouraging the students. It's really hard.
Especially when some of your classmates have ideas of their own.
But I would like to do it by myself. But and you've been learning the music. No, I haven't had any staff help. I've been learning the music myself.
But guided by their two teachers, they will create a new piece of musical theatre.
That'd be nice.
Yoo-hoo! It's me. All right?
The teachers have been here before. Sandra Hampton and Sue Childs spent 1 week the previous summer on the Royal Opera House course in Dartington, learning how to build an opera from first principles to final curtain. Now they have to apply their experience to students encouraged to have their own ideas.
We've pushed right from the outset that it's going to be their opera, their ideas, and not our choices and our ideas.
And when those ideas concern alcoholism, it makes for edgy situations. All this with students who may never have acted or played a note, and who will have to give the first public performance in one of Margate's most famous theatres.
It's quite exciting because we really still don't know what it's going to look like or how it's going to feel or how it's going to be. We just have to believe in the students and ourselves that we can do this and pull this off.
I'm really, really, really excited that you're here, and I think this is a fantastic opportunity to put on your performance here.
To kick off the project, all the participating students meet for the first time to get the official launch from their head teacher.
Last summer, I thought, a signed opera? Can't imagine it. Some of our students are not only deaf, but they're also autistic, or they have emotional needs. And the fact that they can control these other more complex needs over and above their deafness within their performance is a huge achievement. And then they can transfer the skills that they've learned from that particular area into any other area within their life. Happy signing and happy opera as well. Thank you.
At the end of this summer, we're going to put on a final show, but we don't know what it's about, and we don't even know who's going to be in it.
Don't know. Involved.
Could be any of you in this room.
We don't know.
And we're going to show our opera to people in the Winter Gardens in Margate.
Nice.
And the opera is going to be different because all of the ideas and the story and the music are going to come from you. What do you think? Think we can do it?
I remember being quite daunted by the prospect of sort of breaking the material down and working out the logistics, but a mixture of emotions, definitely excitement and sort of a little bit of fear as well.
Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at the area called orchestra.
The students have to learn all about the jobs involved in a production in an art form few of them have ever seen.
What's involved?
Music.
Yep.
James, music. Orchestra.
Music. What do you do?
Okay, what, sweetie? Playing the instruments, that's right. Well done. You've
Fergus.
Sorry, Fergus. Playing, yes.
A go-go bell.
Go-go bell, well done. We wanted to ease them in very gently by doing lots of the warm-up techniques. I'm miming.
To get them ready for a full performance, the students take part in a series of warm-up sessions, including improvisations, which build up their confidence as performers, especially when they don't have a voice.
Liar Liar is a game where the person who starts chooses an action, a very brief, small mime, and the person next to you eventually asks you what you're doing, and you lie. You don't tell them what you're doing, you make up something else. That person then has to carry out the action you've just described, and then it's passed around the circle.
Go on, be brave, Francis.
So it was about being very, very safe and trusting each other and respecting each other and working together, all those sort of core skills that you need to put in place before you start asking them to perform on a stage.
What are you doing? I'm riding a horse. I think that... Oh no, pogo stick.
Some students get the confidence that will take them into leading roles.
What happened? What's that? What's wrong? What happened? What's that? What's wrong?
In school, I've done some drama. I feel happy about how... I don't know what it is. We've been looking at our emotions and how we feel and lots of different things. And it's been expressing that and it's been all right.
Chickens!
Another dramatic and potentially star-spotting exercise demands that the students don't just copy other people's actions, but use their imagination.
We use a box and everybody gets a turn to open that box, and it gets them to use their imagination. It gets them to think about, by using one very simple object, what can come out of that box. I think maybe are we painting? I think we might be painting. And it gets them working together and being spontaneous with one another.
Yeah, come on. We've got a group painting.
Typically, when you start the exercise with students, they just stay in their seat and open a box and do something very, very small. And then as the weeks go by and they perform again and again and again, we start to see them relax, start to trust each other, start to react to each other.
You painted my face.
And that very small beginning starts to develop into a scene of its own.
As well as developing the students' performing skills, the production will also foster the students' visual appreciation and design capabilities.
Are you happy? Yay!
This is crucial for participants who can see a production but can't hear it.
The use of colour with emotion was an idea to start to get them into thinking about design aspects of a final performance. So we want you to choose an emotion, and then we want you to choose a colour and think about moving to the easel, using your body and your face to show that emotion. Getting them to think about colours in terms of feeling. When you're feeling angry, which colour are you going to choose? When you're feeling happy, okay, which colour would you choose then?
It gets them to do a little bit of performance, but they're also thinking about colour. so that when we then go to apply colour, say for lighting, our students have already started to think about how they can use colour to support the emotion on the stage.
Is that right? Is that wrong?
Because it's their emotional response, it can never be wrong. You know, they apply that colour to that board because that's how they feel about it. And they all have a right to give an opinion.
Who's wrong in here? Nobody.
Perhaps the hardest challenge is for students with varying levels of hearing loss to get involved in music making. But they do.
So are they the same? Can you check?
C, E, G, A, C, E, G, A. Yes, same. Yeah. This one.
Like for our students, their levels of hearing impairment vary enormously, and it's a mistake to think that deaf people can't enjoy or appreciate or want to be involved in music.
Can you show them?
Two.
Two, you've been using two for the xylophone. Been looking at different sounds and different colours with the instruments. We would get the students to do what was called a musical conversation. So they'd have a key student and they'd play a little tune and then they'd point to another one and that person then would play a little tune and point back. What that did was it got them working together, it got them waiting and realising that this is a team effort here, but then that can also be transferred later on in the process when they have to then watch what's going on stage to be able to react with the music. Because our students all have a varied hearing loss, there are certain students that can hear certain sounds, but they're also responding to it in a visual sense and in a physical sense when they're playing that instrument.
You could tell just from observing the students whether in fact they were either hearing or feeling vibrations from an instrument and would then choose that instrument the next week. Introducing music was very daunting for both Sandra and myself because we've not taught it before. And then we started to see certain students who were deliberately picking out quite tuneful attempts on certain instruments. Francis tends to shine in this type of activity. He loved being in control of that. He loved passing responsibility back to the students, getting them to respond and leading the whole piece.
But I would like to do it by myself, but and you've been learning the music. No, I haven't had any staff help. I've been learning the music myself.
We obviously, as non-music teachers, had no idea that he could do this, so it was lovely. But out of it emerged, wonderful information about Francis as an individual.
Yes. They've been good today.
Long before they can create an opera, the students have to learn the building blocks of telling a story. So they collaborate on a simple mini-drama and set it to basic mood music. Some of the students are drama naturals.
I've done drama a lot.
The drama a lot, all the way through school.
Yeah. The opera make me nervous. Not really confident. And now I feel confident in the opera.
At first, the opera made me feel really nervous, but now I feel confident doing the opera.
So confident, in fact, that James is co-directing the opera.
Good man. Well done, James. So James is just giving them some directions, telling them to move and...
But the roots of that confidence are laid in those early story-building sessions.
The students chose the three-part story. Okay, think of a beginning. What's going to happen in the beginning? Okay, what's going to happen in the middle? What's going to happen at the end? Okay, how are those characters going to feel? Okay, let's express that in music. And then all the students practiced both and then it came together.
doing nothing. Go on, up your middle, go!
Good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Francis, are you happy? Are you happy now?
Go. Happy.
Quiet on the other side. Quiet and loud.
Music once again presents particular problems.
Visually performance, visual lighting, not a problem. But the music with their hearing loss, how can we get that across? And I just thought, it's emotion. Let's describe it in emotion. So it's thinking about the emotion that's on stage and portraying that through music. Give me a happy sound, give me a sad sound, give me an excited sound, and getting them to think about the emotion within an action so that they can act out on that instrument as well as thinking about it being rhythmically.
Can I just ask the musicians, please, when you're sad, can you maybe keep it all down?
Keep
And
it
then
all
it'll be very different from before.
To go up,
Everything,
just keep it
nothing
all down.
louder.
And
Just try that
watching.
for me, please. Thank you. Brilliant.
Now, sad, ready, go.
Francis Wilcox has shown the ability not only to play a variety of musical instruments, but he has proven that to us that he's able to actually conduct and possibly lead the orchestra for the final performance. It's fantastic music. Up and down, we've been learning all about conducting. Conducting, I like the conducting.
You're going to be watching this. So freeze when? Two boys having a drink. Freeze. Ken says stop. Freeze. Two boys sitting down. Well done.
Okay, you guys ready then? We're going to... Sorry.
Yep. No, that's
Yep.
fine. We're going to work together now.
Put the two together.
Put the two together. The sounds now are so much clearer with the different emotions.
To help the students plan their own production, some of them are invited to the Royal Opera House for a special signed performance of Mozart's Magic Flute.
A lot of them seem a little bit apprehensive about it all, but when we got there and we got into the theatre, I think that's when it sort of captured their imagination. Just to encourage the students to see visually what a performance is, and now they're learning how that performance is put together and how valuable everybody's part is.
Some of them were responding immediately to their physical environment, the grandness of the building, the beautiful paintings and the mirrors. They were able to look at the aspects that we've been talking about, the stage, the lighting, the orchestra, and where they sat in relation to the stage, and all those things that we'd spoken about in abstract suddenly were very tangible in front of them.
After seeing the opera, they can't contain their reactions.
Do you remember you were saying to me that you really liked the bird? Because it was real, wasn't it? It was a real bird. Yeah.
I like the bird.
Why is the bird on the arm? Remember the bird? There was a bird.
No,
Was it real?
that's the one. Yeah, that's the one that Lee
No,
really
it had
liked.
strings, but it looked real from afar. That's how clever that is. What about the snake? What did you think about that? You didn't like that? But how clever idea. What do you think about, the making of it? And all the people. That when we think about our own ideas for design, when you think back to that opera, maybe we could use some of their ideas. Not a snake, but we could make something.
Love to do that.
What's that?
To make people come up.
Oh, you would like to make people come
that
up
would
through
be
the stage.
amazing.
Francis, what did you see the conductor do?
How did you use
All
it?
the different music. How did he stop them? How did he... Do you do that?
Yeah?
Yes?
The same as
Same as me.
Same.
All of it. Lee liked all of it. Tanika, which?
The acting. Which part did you like best, Francis?
Me.
The music I liked best. Chris, which area?
I like all of it.
Wonderful, that's fine. If you and you like Tamu? All of it. Fantastic.
For them to be able to go to see a signed performance of the Magic Flute, there's huge excitement about that. I think it's giving them the opportunity to see a performance that they can access and be the same as anybody else. The last time they went to London, they came back so excited. It went on for about a week, and I know full well that this performance is really going to set the scene for whatever comes in the future.
It's so important that we come together today because
Back at Westgate, the students start to build their own opera company.
what are we going to give the name of our opera company?
Major decisions, including the opera company name, are decided by discussion and a vote.
It's right, it's an Apple House Opera Company. What's our story name?
Beauty shop.
The Beauty Shop. Do you agree?
Working in 3 smaller groups, all the students have discussed a number of possible story ideas.
The idea of the beauty shop came through from their one chosen line drawing that we enlarged.
The line drawings were made from photographs depicting a variety of possible plot situations.
We used lots of arrows to see where the connections were, and from that we brainstormed places. Where could this be? You know, they were coming up with cafe ideas, restaurant ideas, the pub.
Okay, so we had lots and lots and lots of different places. And next we did some voting and we chose...
We chose the beauty shop.
Yes,
Thank
you do
you.
know. Yes,
So the students have finally got their plot. A beauty salon beset by problems. And that's the story they now have to turn into their opera.
Everybody helping.
Ready? Lost control.
With 8 weeks to go before the premiere, the students of Westgate College have agreed on the setting for their opera and a 6-part story to tell.
The opera's about a boss and a partner. Who are opening up a new beauty shop. The boss has had some problems and has been hiding them from the partner, and it emerges very early on that the problem is alcoholism.
What's that? Alcohol. Well done. Alcohol.
We got to a part of the storyline where it was sort of stuck. Why is the manager losing control? Because we didn't have a reason why he was losing control.
I'm so stupid.
I think it came from several of the students that the problem was that he was drinking a lot, that he was a drunk, that he had a problem with drink.
I've been drinking. Wait, carry on.
I think a lot of our students are very streetwise.
Bigger space. I've been drinking.
Some of them are over 18, they're experimenting with alcohol themselves, they understand that it is a problem in some people's lives, so it's no surprise to us really that a teenage issue is included in their plot.
Worried before discussion. It's good. Now I'm confident.
They go to a series of AA meetings, and as a result of that, things are resolved and the boss is more able to take control of the shop.
Whoa! Okay, so now we're going to carry on with the story.
The students now work on the individual scenes, but nobody knows yet who will perform the roles or play the music in the final show.
Who wants to try? Yay!
Oh.
Chris? Thank you. I need one more. Hey, Fergus, brilliant. Try it.
I hadn't worked with Sneaker before in drama, and she came across as somebody who was always very, very eager to perform. She's got a beautifully expressive face. She was another student who used to volunteer week after week after week.
What's happened? Lost control. Drinking.
Drama, I like. Opera, nervous before, I'm confident now, and staff have all been supporting. The beauty salon and the group, we're all very nervous and using our emotions and about how we feel. It's best to stay calm, be calm. It's beautiful, beautiful. So now we're going to move on to part 5. AA meeting, thank you, Chris. AA meeting.
Need two more visitors.
2 more students.
People join in.
Chris
Yeah,
Vanessa.
Brilliant. Going all shy now. Oh, please.
Please.
Try it. It's easy because you're together, aren't
Be all
you?
right.
Yeah, thanks.
There are some students who didn't even want to get on the stage. Chris Vanessa is one of those students in particular.
So we'll get you to start over there. Okay.
One day he just pointed to our roles board and said, I would really like to try that. And that was when we thought we were doing something really positive here, we're doing something really encouraging here, and we're building students' confidence.
Can you remember the signing? Try. I'll help you if you get a bit stuck. Yeah. Worried before, discussion is good. Now.
I didn't like drama, I hated it. I was nervous.
Before, I didn't like drama or acting. I hated
now,
it. I was really
I
nervous.
got more confident, start concentrate.
Now,
I
I'm
like
much more
acting
confident.
now.
All the staff are encouraging me, and now I really like acting.
Chris Vanessa was writing a part of the score, and the score is to do with the AA meeting, and it's all about how the boss is very nervous and eventually the boss becomes very confident, so that the music will reflect that. And by using just our emotions on how we might feel if we had to discuss our problems or our issues.
Maybe just move a little bit. Move. Once you get confident now. Hand down. Keep going, play. Discussion is good. And everybody claps. Yes. Ready, move forward. It looks brilliant.
I can use emotion.
I was using emotions.
Angry.
Happy, sad, angry.
Like high and low.
Thinking about high and low notes and with staff support.
Don't as well like different music.
I was talking about which ones I like, the different music.
Which one I want.
And then I made the decision about which one I wanted.
I chose one.
And I chose one.
Worried before, discussion is good. Now I'm confident.
We used a lot of emotions and examples for him to come up with something completely different, so we could hear 2 completely different sounds while that part of the scene was being played. And again.
Some of the students preferred playing the music to performing.
Lovely! Well done. Lauren? Ready? You're going to go like this. Watch this. You're going to make a circle. Yeah? It's quite difficult for her to do, isn't it? Okay, try. Dun, 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 dun.
Lauren showed such strength in the performing aspects early on. She regularly took on different characters and really enjoyed that. However, when she was part of the orchestra, we noticed that she was getting huge amounts of feedback from that as well. So we tried to include her in the orchestra for a few weeks, and then we asked her to choose. And we said, which would you prefer? And she said, music.
Work really hard. It's been really hard work. Yes. I had to concentrate. My confidence has grown. I'm very happy. With working with Sandra. Staff help the students. They're all involved over there in the orchestra. Yes. I'm very excited to be involved. I'm very happy. It's a really good fun.
Thank you.
As the production builds, individual groups have worked on various parts of the story with ideas swapped between them. Now, with only 2 weeks to go before the performance, all the groups come together for their first full rehearsal.
But remember, audience.
The casting has been done and the orchestra assembled.
You're getting stressed now, yeah? Yes?
As the production will be signed, Sue and Corinne, a learning support assistant, will speak the words of the performers so the whole audience will understand the dialogue.
Worried before. Discussion is good. Now I'm confident.
So from here then,
Sue now has a co-director in student James.
James has been an outstanding student this year because he's shown a very unusual sensitivity and maturity towards working with his peers. He started to emerge as a very natural leader who the students did look to. He sort of rose above the challenges of sort of behavioural difficulties and conflicts within his peer group.
He was very good at retaining the information of the storyline, even when staff who was directing couldn't remember. He has a really good rapport with the students. They respect him, he respects them, and he encourages them all in the right way. And from that, developed the idea that maybe it's quite achievable that he takes on a director's role, even though on the course that was one of the roles we were suggested that a student didn't take.
It can't do to make them happy.
I encourage them and it helps to make them happy.
Yeah. We like to do to stop people, you know, it could be hard to tell them.
With some people it's a little bit hard to tell them.
Yeah.
Aaron, so
Mark!
Well, we may tell them you have to do that. You know.
With many students, you have to keep telling them, you have to do that, you have to move there. Yeah, we need lots and lots of encouragement.
The casting has some final surprises. Fergus isn't the partner after all, but stays on stage as the hairdresser.
Good morning.
And Chris, who didn't want to act at all, has won the important role of the receptionist and staff leader. Lauren has made it into the orchestra.
well done, well done.
And there's a final decision on the two leads.
I've lost control. I've been drinking. I'm stressed.
Taylor and Veronica, very early on this year, formed a friendship which carried on into class.
Lost control.
They took their part in drama activities but lacked a bit of confidence, I think, in the first term.
So, looking at Taewoo.
1 week, for some reason, I ended up with just the two girls by themselves, and they were a bit downhearted. And I said, come on, this is brilliant. What we can do is let's test ourselves. Let's see if we can remember the 6 parts of the story. And so we just set up the room, and the two of them just went through it. And I turned to Corinne and said, this is our boss and our partner.
Lost control. I've been drinking. I'm stressed.
I was nervous. Shouting students, it made me nervous. Sometimes I'm nervous. It's normal to feel that.
And then the curtain shut.
And curtain, yeah.
Inside, I'm very happy, I'm excited. I'm nervous as well.
I will help you. Okay.
There are so many students. It's quite confusing all at first. Everybody's in their own areas and where we're all supposed to be, where the chairs are, everything, all the equipment on stage. It's quite difficult to know where everything should be and where all the people should be.
You're hiding, chorus. You're all hiding.
It needs to be much clearer so that all the people know we can see what's happening. We need to make sure we're staying separate and we're getting ready and we're prepared and we understand and we explain and we ask questions. And all our ideas, all the time, we must check that we know where we are and where everything is, and then it will be all right.
Maybe you stand. Yeah.
Yeah, better.
Oh, that's lovely.
Use 1 metre. This one, 2 for sorry, and then you only need 1 for 1, do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Months of Sandra's musical efforts are paying off as the orchestra plays the music the students have composed.
2, 3, and 4. 1, 2.
Then we stop the photos.
Stop. Basically, with the process of the orchestra and the students playing musical instruments without a hearing or have a degree of loss or have profound hearing loss, we had to break it down so it was visual. Everything had to be completely visual through my body language in movement, through my body language in signing actions and creating movement sort of in a slight dance way for those to visually see it. We've got Francis and Gil that got quite a natural rhythmic ability, so that's great. So they're the other students that have a more profound hearing loss. We were using more body language on a beat, and eventually they got the cues. So we were working with what they were physically capable of doing. They couldn't hold a beat, well, let's not go down that road. Let's find another way. What can you do? Let's find out what that student can do first, and then we use that in the orchestra to perform.
Francis, who harboured ambitions as a conductor, has a key position in the orchestra.
Lovely.
Francis showed sort of leadership skills in working with the orchestra as a whole, and we thought, excellent, we need a conductor, this will be fantastic, we'll be able to use him. In fact, as the weeks have gone on, it's proved to be too daunting a task for him, and we've in fact just sidelined him slightly and obviously put Sandra in as the overall conductor of the piece. You know, maybe next year he could become the conductor.
This opera has given the students the opportunity to work together like in a work placement. We often have to work with people that we possibly may not completely gel with or get on with. These students are in that same position. They've had to learn to be patient with one another and work together. And I think it's given them some sort of self-pride, confidence.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think that's why it comes across as a more cooperative project, because we've pushed right from the outset that it's going to be their opera, their ideas, and not our choices and our ideas.
But how will their ideas work out? The Apple House Opera Company have only 3 more rehearsals in Westgate to get their opera ready for the audience. The opera will premiere 2 miles up the road in the famous Kent resort of Margate. The Winter Gardens at Margate have played host to everyone, from Laurel and Hardy to the London Philharmonic, from Frankie Howerd to the Beatles. How will the students from Westgate College get on when they premiere their opera on one of its starry stages?
Welcome! Welcome!
The opera is set in a beauty salon where things are going wrong for staff and customers.
Wow! Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this chair. Wow!
The impatient boss is supposed to sign a contract with an enthusiastic but worried partner.
Beautiful. Look at this shot. It's lovely. Beautiful.
Oh, come on. Come on, please. Come and sit down. Thank you. Are you all right? Are you sure? I'm worried. I'm your friend. Are you all right? Are you sure? I'm worried. Are you all right? Are you sure? Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. See you later for lunch.
In fact, the boss has a drinking problem which nobody knows about.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning. Yes, carry on.
The receptionist tries to report the problems in the salon.
Boss, it's not working. The computer's not working.
Just try.
I have tried, it's not working.
Just try.
Oh. Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
Problems again?
Computer's not working again.
Oh, shame. Can I have my work, please?
Oh yes, here you are.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Ow! Boss, the hot water, it's really hot.
Can you try and fix it by yourself, please?
Okay. Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
What's the problem? Did the boss help you?
No, the boss has just been rude.
Okay, can I have my work, please?
I'll have a look. Here you go. Oh,
Okay.
got lots.
Oh. Boss, there's too many people.
You can. Just carry on. You know you can.
Fine. Good morning, I'm here to get my nails done.
What's your name?
It's Mark.
Just wait over there.
Okay, thanks. Tom.
Oh, your client's here.
Good morning, I want a massage, please.
Oh, can you just wait over there for me?
Okay. Tom, your massage there. Good morning, I'm here for my haircut.
Oh, morning. Oh, you just need to wait a moment. Fergus, Aaron's here for his haircut.
Come over here, please. Good morning. Any problems?
Yeah, the computer's not working again. There's hot water, the problem over there. It's nothing, it's just not working again in the water. Oh, it's
Okay,
always
where's
the
the
same.
boss?
No, I don't know. She's round there somewhere.
Okay. Is there any problems?
Why are you here? Just go.
Is there any
Just
problems?
go. Doesn't matter, just go.
Okay, I'll see you
Just
later
go.
for lunch. Ow! You hurt me!
Soon, it's the customers who suffer.
You hurt me!
Oh, what's wrong?
You hurt me!
Oh, I'm really
Ow, the hot water! Ow, it's too hot!
Oh, what's wrong?
I'm just waiting and waiting. No one's come to do my nails. No, it's not good enough. I'm going. No. Oh, no, that's it. We're going. Going. We're going. What happened? It's your fault.
No.
It's your fault why they've all gone. It's your fault. no, no.
Left alone, the boss is haunted by her private demons. The worried partner tries to get to the heart of the problem.
What happened? What's that? What's wrong? What happened? What's that? What's wrong? What happened? What's that? What's wrong? Lost control. Drinking stressed. Lost control. Drinking stressed. Lost control, drinking, stressed. I will help you. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
The reluctant boss is persuaded to go to a meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Worried before, discussion is good, now I'm confident.
Worried before, gotcha, good, now happy.
Worried before, discussion is good, now I'm confident.
At first, the boss can't face it. Eventually, she overcomes her fears.
Worried before, discussion is good, now I'm confident.
Worried before, gotcha, good, now happy.
Worried before, discussion is good, now I'm confident.
Worried before, discussion is good. Now I'm confident.
The boss and the partner return to the deserted shop.
Where are your staff? Where are your staff?
Staff don't want to work with me.
It's okay, don't worry, I will help. Staff, I will text staff, just you sit down and relax.
Thank you.
At a meeting with the staff, the boss apologises for what went wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I think you're all great staff.
When the boss returns to the beauty shop, all the staff members are hiding.
Where is everyone? Where's your staff? Where are the staff? I don't know.
All is now well again at the All-Star Beauty Shop.
Good morning, how are you? Good morning, I am well. It's a great place to us. Good morning, how are you? What a great place to I am well. It's a great place to us. Good morning, how are you? What a great place morning, to I am well. It's a great place to us. Good morning, how are you? Good morning, I am well. It's a great place to us. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Bye. 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 Bye.
I think it's been an extraordinary year, really. There were times when we sort of had doubts and we were worried and we were concerned, but I think these last few weeks we've just been incredibly amazed, surprised and thrilled at what they've managed to produce.
Doubts along the way, absolutely. Difficulties
and we
along
didn't
the
know
way,
what
absolutely.
form it would take, did
no,
we?
and that's exciting.
Yeah, we knew
That
we'd
was
achieved
really
something, but we
exciting.
weren't sure what it would look like or what it would sound like. And every rehearsal where we've had the group together, which we managed to do, about 4 times in the end, and they've walked into the room confident and excited and pleased to be involved, and they've walked out with their heads held high.
I just feel that there's been a huge sense of pride, not just on our behalf, but through the students. Every time we finished a session, every time we achieved that little bit more, the sense of achievement through them has made this worthwhile.